Hello, folks. Welcome to Riding the Market. Here at the end of the day, end of the week, with my daily recap video. It was a fairly positive day on MyFundedFutures, but a very lucky day, I would say. With Bullinox, it was a mixed bag. I caught one good trade, and my London trade was not the best. I'll just explain it here. So we essentially in London, when we get bullish conditions like this, and it looks like what I call a V-shaped reversal, in these scenarios, I should only be looking for longs. And I've noted that many times in my live streams. Whenever I'm trading this session, I should only look for longs in this session. I should not even bother with shorts. But I consistently ignore these rules, so it's really frustrating for me. What I did in this one is I didn't even wait for this IFEG entry. We got back into this bearish fair value gap, formed a double rejection out of there, and I took it when this candle closed with the stop at around the body of this candle. And yeah, just as soon as I took it, I knew that I was in the wrong trade. When price came back, it's a silly trade. The right trade in this scenario, if you're wondering, midnight VWAP was coming up, so it's a VWAP from midnight price central time. It was rising up and it tapped it here and formed a double bottom. Could have entered here with a stop here, could have entered here if you weren't certain here with a stop there and rode it up for a 1-to-1. With these London moves, they can go quite far. So if you'd managed to enter here or here, wherever you put your stop here, you could have caught like the low of day according to your time frame. So like say you trade London, you could have caught the low of your day of trading. I think the max that I can look for when I'm taking these trades is a 3R, but even the 3R is exceptional trading. Yeah, I didn't do that, and I made a stupid mistake that I'm consistently making. And it's an easy one. Like it should be an easy fix for me, but when I see a trade setup that I like, just generally, I just want to take that and I ignore the market condition rule, which is probably the most important thing when this scenario presents. It's the only scenario where I actually have a rule that I say I can't take sell positions. It's the only thing that I do where I pay attention to what the market looks like. So it's just really frustrating that I can't seem to hold to that, at least for now. Okay, the second trade in New York Open, really simple trade. It didn't work out, but it's a trade that I had to take given my strategy. Formed a inverted fair value gap at the high of day. I entered at the low of the IFEG, stopped at this high, but was quickly taken out because it's just a bullish market, so it's what price was going to do. That's fine. I wasn't really fussed about this trade. It's a trade that I would always have taken regardless, so it wasn't something that I was going to worry about at all. Okay, onto my PM trade. Turned out to be a fairly simple one, so we came in, triple topped here, formed IFEG, closed through it in this candle, pushed back up, and then when my session started, we closed back down through it. I almost got into a long here, but it just missed me because I was looking at this IFEG and I thought perhaps we're actually going higher from here. And when we pushed up this high, I was like, oh god, maybe I made the wrong decision by maybe I just missed out on the trade or whatever. But I kept thinking about it, and then it just seemed to me that the right trade, no matter what the conditions, would be a sell from here. So eventually I did get into the sell. on this candle. The session actually started from here, so I waited a couple of candles, and then from the next candle it just dropped into my take profit. It was 100 take profit, so that was a nice trade, and it got me back to around minus $100 from where I was down around $250. So it was a nice comeback for that account. But I do want a good green day just to pump it up a little bit. I am fully committed to this account taking me a long time to get past and get the funded account, because my strategy right now is sort of break even, maybe a little profitable, but mostly just break even. So it might take a while for me to get better and get into funded. In terms of my funded futures at eval, God, that was a lucky trade, or just pure luck. Essentially, what I did was I got caught trying to fade this move. So I think I first took a sell around this position with my funded futures, and then it just kept going and going and going and going. How big a move is that? I think I tried to get in here. 37 points, 38 points, it's 120 ticks with 1 mini, and I was already down quite a bit from previous trades, which I'm not going to get into because they were just random trades, and they were fine. I was only down a little bit. But with this trade, I was really starting to push it down. So I made the silly mistake of, well, it turned out to be lucky in this case, but I dollar cost average DCA'd right around here, and then again around here. And then just luckily it came down, and I just got out as soon as I could. And it ended up being around $500 profit on the day, but it was just pure luck. I need to build better control when I'm on the smaller time frames, because it is really tough for me when I'm trading when I'm trading like I normally do, with the size that I do as well. When stuff goes against you, when it's this volatile and this quick, it can get painful really quickly. So yeah, it was just that was a lucky day. I'm not gonna say it was anything other than luck. These profits. It's just what it was. But one thing that I did do today is I was trading my sim account with sort of like ICT sort of trading, and these were like more calculated moves. So I don't know if I've mentioned it in this video, but if you're more interested in these sorts of trades, like 1 minute more calculated trades, let me know in the comment section, and liking my video. Actually, just in comments, because I'm not really planning on doing a lot of videos around my strategy unless there's real interest, because they take a lot of time, and I don't really see the point if no one's going to watch them. But there were a couple of really nice trades I took. Can't remember where it was. Yeah, I think that was it. So it was on the 1 minute time frame. Let's go down into that. And I caught this sell at this price, and my take profit was that 14 points? 14 points with a 27 tick, so like a was that 6.67 point stop and a 14 point take profit. I wanted a little bit more, but I was late to exit, so I had to close out with a stop around the previous level. That was based on us inverting this 1 minute time frame IFUG and then forming some structure there that I liked. But yeah, like I said, if you're interested in that, let me know, because I'll only do videos if people are actually interested in knowing more about what I do on the 1 minute time frame. in terms of my more calculated ICT style moves. And this was my second trade. This was another style of trading that I use. That was actually a nice trade as well, but this one was a big one for me. So we'd formed highs at around, what was it, 11 a.m. And so I got my entry here at 2670 and exited my position. Got my full exit at with around 37 points. So that's 140 ticks or something like that. It was a really good trade. Could have got even more, but if I'd just taken the profits there, or if I'd held for longer, which is what I was planning to do initially, but it started to go against me here, so I just got out when I could. But yeah, those are the two really nice trades that I took in my sim account. It's just something I'm practicing, and if people want to know more, then just let me know. Yeah, that's all for me today. It's a fairly long video, I guess, but had a few things to talk about. That's pretty much all that I wanted to say, though. So, fairly good day, but I'll call it here and come back next week. Feeling good about my trading, feeling a little bit better. So, try to refresh and restart. Catch you next week. Bye.